Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick review of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I saw the movie last night, but I got home a little bit late and I had the last episode of Moon Knight to watch, so I didn't make a review immediately. But I think this is a little bit earlier than most people in America can get it. But I'll try to do the quick review without spoilers for this video, and maybe I'll do another video with spoilers or discussion later. First off, I'll go through my usual kind of list. For storytelling, I think the movie's a bit rough, to be honest. I really like Sam Raimi, so I always recommend Sam Raimi movies. All of the movies that I've seen of his are good. But as far as like the writing, it might be one of the weaker Marvel movies in some ways. As far as the characters go, there are quite a few interesting characters, but unfortunately, I didn't think that it really worked with some of the newer characters. Like it wasn't as emotionally compelling as they wanted to make it, I think. But as far as Doctor Strange goes, there's some interesting things going on, and that's helped by the special effects and the director and probably the actors' performance themselves. But okay, and going on to the direction, the movie was a lot funner to watch, and it was quite entertaining as far as like the pace and as far as like the camera angles. Sam Raimi does a good job with that usually. It had some interesting visuals. I don't know if that was Sam Raimi's input or if that was like the Marvel planned special effects like setup, or the set pieces. Okay, as far as the message of the movie, that was the part that I felt was probably the weakest. I won't go into details, but it does it tries to develop some of the existing characters, and it tries to introduce a character in a relatively compelling way, but it just kind of fell flat for me, unfortunately. I don't have anything against the character, and I'd like the character to work, but I felt like it was forced kind of feeling. Okay, as far as the production goes, I think that they did a great job with the special effects. The special effects stand out really well. Two of the major scenes in the movie, kind of like the action type parts, the special effects are really good. One of them had me thinking about the special effects as I watched it so much, and the other also caught my eye. Like, wow, like this looks really impressive. Not completely solid through, but certain key points were really wow. Like that's quite amazing. But okay, and then the performances. There are some. I don't want to spoil anything, but there are some unexpected appearances, maybe you could say, or I think things that I didn't know going on or going into the movie. But if you've seen many of the trailers, it's probably nothing new for you. But I tried to stay away from most of the trailers except the first one or two, teaser and the first trailer. But the main actors do a pretty good job with the material they have. I think that it could be stronger if they were given better writing to work with. But I don't hold it against the director. I don't hold it against the actors. I think it's probably the writing is the key part. But okay, and recommendations or comparisons to other movies. I think this is a bit similar to the first Doctor Strange movie. Doctor Strange is kind of weird because he's often seems to be more interesting or more amazing when he's in other people's movies, and I feel that trend kind of continues here, but there are some things that they do that are new with him, and they do explore more angles of the Marvel universe. Uh, if you enjoyed WandaVision, if you enjoyed the first Doctor Strange, if you enjoyed Infinity War, I think there are some parts of this movie that will be good for you. If you're more like a grounded person who is not very interested for like the magic or witchcraft type aspect, it's probably gonna be a disappointing movie in some ways. As far as comparisons, there's not that much I can compare it to except the ones I just said. But it definitely has horror aspects that have not been introduced in a Marvel movie before. So I think they were smart to pick Sam Raimi, but I think his hands were probably tied by Disney as far as like trying to keep the rating where it's at. I wish that he could have had more freedom, and I think it probably would have turned out more interesting. But that's what you get when you work with the biggest company that's supposed to be a family type company. So, but okay. But on the whole, I recommend it to people who are Marvel fans. If you're not really a fan of Marvel, you're probably not going to like this. The horror parts are relatively small or limited, but I thought they worked pretty well when they had the horror parts. But okay, this is getting longer than I thought, and I don't want to give anything away, so I'll leave it at this. Okay, thanks for watching.